In this video, we are going to take a look at how we can design this real estate website using Elementor theme builder. So let's take an overview of what we are going to design in this website. So on the very top, we have the contact details for the real estate website agent, or if you want to show any email ID, you can put that there. And on the right hand side, we have the social media icons. And here we have our navigation menu and we have our hero section. Below that, we have our specialty section where we have call to action for buying, selling and renting a new home. Below that, we have some feature list, so you can put up your services or your company feature list. After that, we have a call to action block for showcasing a video. And after that, we have some featured property where we have listed all the properties here. And below that, we have our agent list. And after that, we have our website footer. So this is the website that we are going to build in this video. So this is a real estate website that we are going to build in this video. So if you also want to design such website for your business, then let's dive in. Alright, so here we are in our WordPress backend, and the first thing we need to do is to add our theme. So we go to appearance and then click on themes, and here we will click on add new, and this is the Elementor hello theme that we are going to use. So let's click on install. And the reason we are installing this theme is that it's just a bare bones theme because we are going to build everything using Elementor theme builder. So we don't need any fancy header, footer or JavaScript widgets. So all that will be done by using Elementor theme builder. So we just need a simple basic structure. And that's what this theme does. So let's go ahead and click on activate. And now we go to plugin section and then click on add new. And here we will search for Elementor. And this is the Elementor website builder, the free version. So let's go ahead and install it. All right, let's click on activate. So here is the installation wizard for this plugin. So we are not going to set it up from here. Let's close this. And now after adding the free version of Elementor, let's go ahead and add the pro one. So we go back to plugin and then click on add new. And here we will click on upload plugins, and here we will upload the zip file of our Elementor Pro plugin. So if you have not purchased your Elementor subscription as of now, then you can go ahead and check the links in the video description below. And once you do the purchase of Elementor Pro version, you will get a zip file for that plugin, and we are going to upload it here. So let's click on choose file, and this is the Elementor Pro zip file. So let's click on install now. And once the plugin is installed, let's click on activate. So now our free as well as pro version of plugin is installed. Our last step is to activate this pro plugin. So for that, we need to connect our website to our elementor.com account. And we can do that by this link here, connect and activate. And here first I will uncheck this so that we don't have to share any data with Elementor. And here, as I'm already logged in my Elementor account, so that's why I see this connect and activate license. Otherwise, if you are not logged in, you will see a sign in option. So once that is done, let's click on activate. And now our pro license for Elementor is active and ready to use. So first we will go to pages, and here we will create some sample pages that we are going to use as in our navigation. So first for the sample page, we will change this to maybe home. And after that, we will add a new one. Let's call it about us. After that, we will add another one. Maybe we will call it services. And then the last one, a contact us page. Alright, so now our pages are done. Let's go ahead and create a navigation menu, and then we will use that in our Elementor theme builder. So we go to appearance and then click on menus, and let's call it top menu, and then click on create. And here we will add all of our pages, and let's rearrange the elements here. And instead of this small letter, maybe we can use capital one. Let's save this menu. Alright, so after the menu is done, we now go in our settings and then click on reading. And here we will assign this home as our main home page. So let's click on save changes. And the one last thing that we need to do from the WordPress backend is to upload our logo. So we go to appearance and then click on customize. And here we'll go to site identity and then upload our logo. So this is the logo that we are going to use. Let's skip cropping. And now once the logo is uploaded, we will use that as a widget in our theme builder. So how we are going to use that, we will see in a minute. Alright, so now we can go to our template section in Elementor and then click on theme builder. And here we can start designing our header, footer, single post, page, archive, search results, and 404 error page. So let's begin with our header, and then we will design our footer, and then we will create the design for our home page. So let's click on header. And here are some of the ready-made templates that we get with Elementor Pro. So we are not going to use any one of them. We will be building our header from scratch. So here we are in our Elementor editor, and here we will create our custom header. But the first step is to give a relevant name to this header. So we go to this wrench icon here and then rename this to maybe our header. And now we can start adding our widgets to create our header. So let's start by adding a single row with a 2 column. And on the left hand side, we will add icon list. So here are the icon lists. So we will add some entries here. So let's start with the first one. So we will copy this phone number from here and then paste it here. And for our icon, we will change that to phone. Alright, so now let's duplicate this and let's copy this address. Let's paste it here. And instead of this phone, we will choose location icon. And now we need to make these into one single line. So we will turn this layout from default to inline. So something like this. And now on the right hand side, we will add our social media icons. And we can also reduce the width of this column a bit. So let's search for social. Here are our social icon widget. Let's drop it here. And then we can add any social media handle link. Or if in case you want to add a new social media icon, then you can add item and then change the icon, maybe something for Instagram. And then give your profile link here. And in order to change the colors, so we will first align them to right. And then we will go to style. And instead of official color, we will choose custom. So for the primary color, we will make it transparent. And for the secondary color, maybe we can choose our accent color. But right now, this is not our color scheme. We are going to create a global color palette which we can use to assign various colors and typography to all the elements on our web page. So we are going to do that in a minute. But before that, let's add another row. We will choose 3 column layout. And on the first one, let's reduce the width a bit. We will add our site logo. Let's drop it here. And this is our site logo. Let's align this to left. And on the right hand side, we will add our navigation menu. So right now we have the top menu selected, and that's the one we have created in our WordPress backend. We will also align this to right. And let's decrease the width of the last column. And here we are going to add a button. And first we will make the alignment to justified so that we can have a big button here, and the text will be submit a property. So maybe we can link that to a form or maybe a contact form which we can use, which people can use to submit their property for sale or rent. And this is the place where we will link that page. So right now we will leave it as it is with some dummy link. I think these social media icons, we can reduce the size a bit. So maybe something like this. And this is our header. Let's see how it looks in the mobile. So we will turn the responsive mode on and then click on mobile view. So this is how it's going to look in the mobile. So what we can do here is we can click on this entire row and then go to advanced, and in the responsive section we will hide this on mobile. So the only header we have in our mobile view will only be this one. So let's click on this, and for this column we will reduce the width to maybe 20 pixel or 20% or maybe 50%. And same for this navigation one, we will change that to 50%. And for this hamburger icon we will align this to right, and also we will make the mobile drop down as full width. If we do not do that, this is how our drop down will look, which is not good. So let's make it full width, and now this will look much better. Alright, so this is the mobile header, and let's come back in our desktop mode and let's publish this header. Add condition, we will show this header on entire website, and then click on save and close. So now our website header is ready. If we go and see it in front end, so this is our header, and right now we are on the home page which got some sample content which we will update later on. So now we can add our global color scheme which we can use to assign colors to various elements here. So let's come back in our Elementor header, and here we will go inside settings and let's click on global colors. And for the primary we will choose black color so that the headings will always be in black. And for secondary and text we will leave them as it is, but for the accent we will choose a color picker and we will take the color from our logo. So we will choose this one. So now you see that our button and our social media icons got updated instantly. Let's copy this code and we will add one more custom color. We will name it light yellow. Let's paste the color code and we will make it very light shade of yellow. And once that is done, let's update this. And then we will click back on editor. And now we can see that our color scheme is updated. Let's change few settings for this button. In the style, we will change the text color to primary. So this is how it will look. And maybe we can also add some icon here. So let's go to icon library. Let's search for plus and then insert. So this one looks much better. And for these icons on the top, let's click here. For these icon list, we go in style, and here for the icon, we will choose color as our accent color. And now our header is ready. But in order to create this transparent header, we first need to design our home page, and then we will continue with the editing of our header. So we will come back on header editor after a few minutes. So now let's come back in our theme builder, and it's time to design our footer. So we are back in our theme builder. Let's go to footer and then click on this plus icon. Once again, we will close this template box and start from scratch. So we will first name this footer. So again, we will name this our footer. And now we have this content area. So let's start by adding a single row column. And here we have 4 column layout, and below that we have 2 column layout. So for this, we are going to add 2 inner sections. First, we will drop it here, and then we will turn this into a 3 column layout. And after this, let's duplicate this inner section and delete this column. So now we have a 3 column layout, and below that we have a 2 column layout. And now all we have to do is just drop all the elements that we need. But first we will select the main row here. We go to advanced, and we will add a little bit of margin from top and bottom. And then we will add some top padding. So make sure you uncheck this link so that you can add individual value. So first we will add 50 pixel from the top and 50 pixel from the bottom. We go to style, and in the border we will select solid border, but not on all the sides. We will uncheck the width and give 2 column and give 2 pixel for our top border. And for the border color, we will choose our accent color. So now we can build all these sections. So let's copy this text. And first we are going to drop our site logo here. And let's align this to left. And then we will add a heading below this and change that to paragraph. Align this to left and paste our sample text. Let's go to style. And for the color, we will choose text. And for typography, we will change the weight to normal, and size we will choose 14 pixel, and we will increase the line height a bit. After this we have social media icons. So again we will search for social icons and drop it below this. Let's align them to left, and then we go to style. We choose the custom color. For the primary we will choose transparent, and for the secondary we will choose our accent color. Let's reduce the size a little bit, and we will also reduce the spacing. Alright, let's come down to the second column. Let's copy this text, and here first we will drop a heading. Maybe we will choose H4 and go to style, and then change the text to our accent color. After this we will drop our icon list, and here we will add few links like about us, terms and condition, and various other pages from our website. So let's start by about us, and we don't need any icon here, so we will remove this. Let's duplicate this. Maybe 2-3 links will be good enough. Let's copy the text from here, and let's copy the last one. Alright, let's go to style, and here we will align them to left, and we don't have any icon, so we will close this. And for the text we will choose color as text, and typography we will choose 14 pixel, same as we have done here. Alright, once that is done, we can now move on to the next column. Let's close these elements in our navigator. Let's bring this here. And now we have a newsletter section. So let's duplicate this heading. Let's drop it here. And let's search for a form. Let's drop it here. And we only need the name or email address, and we also don't need labels. And for the button, we will choose the text as subscribe. And if we go in style, we can change the typography for button. So here we have the button color. We will choose primary. And as it is just a newsletter form, so maybe we don't need name as well. Alright, so after this, let's add one more column. And here we will copy the reach us title. So let's duplicate this title again, drop it here. And then we will copy this text. So for this, we are going to use the icon list again. So let's search for it. Here is the icon list widget. Let's drop it here. For the first one, we will add our address. We will change the icon to pin. Let's insert this. For the second one, we will copy this sample email address and let's paste it here and change the icon to this envelope. Last one is a sample phone number. Let's paste it here, and this is the icon we are going to use. Alright, let's go to style, and for the icon we will choose our accent color, and for the text we are going to choose text, and for the typography we will choose 14 pixel. And maybe we can increase, if we go on the top list option, let's increase the size or the space between. Alright, so let's copy these list icon from here and let's paste it here again. And this time we only need 2 links here. So we will choose 2 links and we will make them inline. Let's copy this text and we will add this on the right hand side. So maybe we can duplicate this and we can only choose 1 list icon, and in the style we will align this to right. We can also choose simple paragraph, but we already have a list icon, so we can use that as well. Alright, so now our footer is done. Let's publish this, add a condition to show this on entire site. Let's save and close. And now our footer is also done. Let's refresh our front end. So here you can see our custom header and our footer. Now once we are done with our custom header and footer, it's time to start building our home page. And once we are back in our dashboard, we will go to pages and then click on home. And we already have some sample content here which we don't need. So let's go ahead and edit with Elementor and then start designing our home page. So first thing is we will get rid of all these sample text. Let's remove this. Now while we are editing our home page, the first thing we need to do is get rid of this page title. For that we need to go back to this setting icon here. And here we have an option to hide title. Let's turn this on. So first thing is we will add a single row column. And here we will give it a minimum height, maybe 500. And then we will select a background image. So let's upload an image from here. So this will be our banner image. Let's insert it. And then we will move on to advanced. And here we have an option for Z index. We will make this 1 so that it will stay behind all the elements of our header. And we have already opened our header in Elementor editor. And here we will make the Z index for these 2 rows as 100, and same for this one as well, so that it will always stay on the very top. Let's update the header as well as our home page. And now let's refresh our home page so that we can reload the Z index that we have changed in our header. Alright, so now we go to this navigator here, and first thing is we will rename this section as banner so that we can easily recognize that. And now we go to advanced again, and here we will add some negative margins so that we can bring it back here behind our navigation. Alright, so this should be good. Now we can see that we need to do some changes in our header, especially the text. So we will do that in a minute. So let's update this header here, and we come back, and now we go to style, and here we will add some background overlay. So we choose a classic color. We will choose our primary color here, and now we can go ahead and change the color for our header text. So let's update the home page here, and we'll come down to our header editor again, and here we will select our icon list. We go to style, and for the text we will change this to our light yellow, and same for the navigation. We go to style, and text color we will change that to light yellow, and for the hover we will change that to primary, and same for the active one. Let's update this, or for the active maybe we can choose yellow. So let's update this again. Alright, so now we can refresh our home page so that we can load the changes that we have done in our header. Alright, so now this one looks much better. Now we can go ahead and copy this text from here. So we will drop a heading, align this to center, paste our text. Maybe we can choose H4, and we go to style, and here we will add white color. Again, duplicate this, and here we will paste our new text, and in the style under typography we will make it 50 pixel. After this, let's add a search box. So here is our search form. And as we don't need the search box as this big, so what we are going to do is we will add some inner section here. We will make it single column, and here we will define the width. So maybe 750 would be good enough. And then we will drop the search bar here. Now we go back in the style, and for the button we will change the text color to primary black and the background color to our accent color. And now we can use our search box, and maybe we can add some padding from the top and bottom. So we go to advanced, and here we will choose 40 pixel or maybe 50 pixel from the top and 50 from the bottom. And after this we will come back in our banner section. Here we go to style, and we forgot to change the settings for the background image. So the position will be center. Attachment we will leave it default. Repeat, no repeat. Size will be cover. So now this one looks perfect. Let's update this. Once this is done, maybe we can increase the height of this header a bit, so maybe 600 pixel. And now update this again. And after this we are going to add this property call to action section. So let's copy this text from here, and we will start by adding a single row column, and we will give it a padding. So we will add 50 pixel from the top and 50 from the bottom. And in the style we are going to add background color, which is our light yellow. And here we will drop heading. Let's align this to center. We will choose H3, and in the style we will change the text color to our accent color. In typography we will change the font as Oswald. I think 20 pixel will look good. Alright, so now after this we are going to add another heading. Align this to center, and the text we will paste here. We go to style and change the font size to 40. After this we need to add 3 call to action buttons or 3 call to action blocks. So for that we will use inner sections, and we will add 3 columns here. And in the first one we will add call to action widget. Let's drop it here. Let's change the skin to cover. Let's upload the image. So these are the 3 images that we are going to use for the 3 call to action blocks. So let's say this one for the first. Let's say for the heading we will type in buy a new home, and we will remove this button from here, and we will add a link which will be applied to the whole box. If we go in style, we will keep the alignment of text as center, and we can also increase the height of this block depending upon the style of image you have selected, and we will vertically align the text to bottom. And for the hover effect we will choose the title color as our accent color. And for the hover effect, first for the normal we will put overlay like our yellow color here, and we will dim down the opacity, or maybe not the yellow one. We will choose our primary dark color and then dim down the opacity a bit. So this one looks good. Alright, so in the hover we will change the color to our primary dark, and again we will dim down the opacity a bit. So this one looks good. Or maybe we can choose the accent color and then dim down the opacity. And same for the title. For the hover, for the normal it's yellow, and for the hover we will choose primary black, and for the description maybe we can switch it to yellow. So this could be a good combination. Or maybe for the hover effect of description we can choose primary black. Alright, now let's go ahead and copy this and paste it on the next 2 columns. Here we will change the image first, then the title, and then for the third one we will change the image to this one, and for the title we will call it rent. And that's how we can create this call to action block. Let's add some padding at the bottom. So we will select the main row, we go to advanced, and for the bottom we will choose 100 pixel. So now this one look good. Let's update this. So this is how it looks in our front end. Let's refresh it once. So here we have our header, we have our banner, and below that we have our call to action blocks, and after that we have our footer. Now let's go ahead and add this section. So we come back here in our home editor. So let's add another 2 column layout, and let's give it some padding. So we go to advanced, and we will add some padding from top and bottom, and maybe we can duplicate these 2 headings from here, and we will align them to left. So let's paste the text from here, and maybe we can increase the line height a bit. And on the right hand side we will add our image. So for this column, first we will choose vertical align as middle, and then we will add an image. Let's upload one. So this is the image we are going to use. And now after this we are going to add some text. So let's duplicate this one and paste our content. We will turn that into a p tag, and in the style we will choose font size as 14 pixel, and weight will be normal, and line height we will decrease a bit. If we decrease the overall width of this section, so this is how it's going to look. And for the color we will choose text color. Alright, so after this we are going to add these icon list. So let's add the list here. So this is the icon list widget. Let's drop it here. Now after this we are going to add these icon boxes. So we go to search icon, and this is the icon box. Let's drop it here, and we will choose icon position as left, and in the style we will choose vertical alignment as middle. Alright, now let's first add our text, and here is our sample text. If we want we can add some link as well, but this time we will leave it as it is. Alright, so the view we will choose as stacked, and for the style we will choose primary color as our light yellow, and the secondary color we will choose our accent color. So this is how it's going to look. We can play around with the setting of spacing and our icon size, so you can play around with that. Maybe we can add some padding. So this is how it's going to look. We will leave it as it is. Alright, so after this let's go ahead and duplicate. So we will duplicate this one, and let's copy the next title, paste it here, and change the icon. So we are going to use this icon. Let's duplicate this again, and let's update the title and then the icon. So now this section is also done. Let's update this. And now we are going to add this call to action section. So let's add our 2 column layout. We will give it some margin from the top. So let's add 50 pixel, and we will add some padding as well. So maybe we can give 30 pixel from the top and 30 from the bottom. In the style we will add our image. So let's search for that. So this is the image we are going to use. So the background position will be center. Attachment we will leave as it is. Repeat we will choose no repeat. Size we will choose cover. Alright, so now we will add some text. So here on this left hand side column we will add this heading, And maybe we can copy this main heading as well. And for the complete row, we come back in our style and we choose background overlay. So we will choose our primary color, and maybe we can reduce the opacity a little bit. And for this column, we will choose background color as our light yellow. For the border, we will give it a 10 pixel border radius, or maybe 15 pixel. Alright, so now let's go ahead and give it a padding. So here we will add 20 pixel overall padding. After this, we have this icon list. So we will search for icon list. We will add it here. We only have one item. So we'll add view video and choose the icon for the play button. And here we can give it a link. And let's do some styling. So for the icon, we will choose our accent color. We will increase the size a bit. For the text as well, we will make it a little bit large. And the color, we will choose secondary will be good. So maybe we can add 50 pixel padding or maybe 40 pixel padding here. And for the right hand side, we will add a heading. We will paste our content, align it in center. We will make vertical alignment as middle. We go to style, and for this text, we go to style. For the color, we will choose our light yellow. And for the typography, so this is the font and we will keep it normal. So maybe we can play around with any font and see which one works best for us. So I'll go with this one. Alright, so maybe we can add a little bit of more padding here. So we will choose 100 from top, 100 from bottom. And here we can give any link to our video content. So we can give the URL of the video here. Alright, so once that is done, let's update this. And after this, we have these latest listing option. So again, we are going to copy this block and paste it here. Let's go ahead and change the text like this. And we will add featured property title here. And instead of this, we are going to add our blog posts. And here we have already added some sample blog post, and for this case we are going to use our blog posts as our real estate listing. But in future we are going to update this same website, and there we will use the custom post type for real estate listings. So here if we come back in our Elementor editor, we will search for posts widget. So we will drop it here. And this is our blog posts that are showing here. So maybe we can remove various things that we don't need. So we don't need excerpt, we don't need the meta information, and we don't need read more. So the only thing we will use is the feature image as well as the title. And let's update this here. And after this, we will add our agent list. So for this one, let's duplicate this complete row here, and we will just remove the background color. Here we will change the text, and we will remove this blog post widget. And here we will add inner section. We will divide that into 3 columns. And for the first one, we will start by adding an image. We will make it full width, and we are going to use these images as our agents. We will align them to center. If we go in style, we will choose width as maybe 50%. And for the border, we will choose 120 pixels so that we can make it a circle. And then we will just copy the text from here. So let's drop title, rename this, align this to center. In typography, we will choose maybe 20 pixel or 28 pixel for this case. I think 25 would be good enough. And then we will choose this text. So maybe we can duplicate this one and let's update the text first. And maybe we can add a little bit of negative margin here. In the style, we will choose color as accent yellow, and in typography, we will choose 15 pixel. Let's make it a little bit down. Alright, so after this, we are going to add icon list. And here we will only going to use one item. We'll choose the icon as phone. Let's copy this number, and in the style we will align this to center. And for the icon we will choose accent color. For the text we will choose our text color, and 14 pixel will be the size. Alright, so now we just need to duplicate this twice. Let's remove the blank columns and then update the image and the text. And for the last one. Alright, so now our agent section is also done. Below this we have this become our agent section, so let's add that as well. So after this, let's add another inner section, and we will add some margin from the top and bottom. And in the layout we will have column gaps as no gap. We will choose our background as light yellow, and here we are going to copy the same icon style that we used here. So let's copy this and paste it here. So maybe we can choose any icon here, and in the style we will change the primary color. So we will switch these colors, and for the text let's copy this and let's paste the title, and this will remain the same. Let's add some padding for this column. So here maybe we can add 10 pixel padding, same for the right one, and let's make it a little bit big, and maybe we can add some more padding from the right hand side or from the left hand side. So maybe we can add 30 from the right, and for this one 30 from the right. Alright, now here we will add a button. So let's drop a button here. We will make it justified, and for this entire row we will choose vertical align as middle, and for the button we will choose text as join now. We will make the color of the button as black, and for this column we will add border. So we go to style, we go to border, and here we will add 10 pixel from top and 10 pixel from the left. Same for the right one. We will add style, and in borders we will add 10 pixel from the right and 10 pixel from the bottom. Let's see how it looks in the front end. So this is our agent section, and we can also reduce the size of this row. So maybe we can make it this big, and with this we are done with our home page. Now right now if we open any of these blog posts, it's not looking good, and there is no way it's looking like a property listing. So let's style this a bit. But before that, let's come back here for our home page and then see how it looks for the mobile. So we turn the responsive mode on and select mobile. So here is our header. It looks fine. And if we scroll down, rest of the things also looks fine. So now we can move on to the designing of our inner pages. So we go back here in the theme builder. And in order to create styling for our post, we will go to single post, add a template here. And we are not going to choose any of these. So here we are in our post template editor. So we will start by adding a single row column, and we will go to advanced, choose the Z index as 0 or 1, and we will go to layout and choose the height as 500, same as we did for our home page. In the style, we go to background type, and instead of choosing any image, we are going to use these dynamic tags so that we can add feature image in the background. So now you see we have the feature image of the blog post here in the background. So let's change the position to center and repeat as no repeat and size as cover. So the higher resolution image will work much better. And now we go to advanced, and let's rename this to banner again. And now if we select this banner section and we add the margin as -100. So let's make it on the top. And in the style, we will add a background overlay. We will use our primary dark color, and we will drop the post title here. We will align that in center. In the style, we will choose accent color. And below this, we are going to add another row layout, and we will make it 900 pixel wide. For the column, we will add a background color as white, and border we will choose radius top as 20 pixel and right as 20 pixel. And now we will add our post content here, and let's move this column. We'll add a negative margin here. Let's select this row. We will now go to advanced and add Z index as 200. So this one will be above our header so that we can see this curve area. And we come back here in our column, and we will add some padding here. So maybe 50 pixel padding, or maybe 30 will be good enough. And now we will publish this. We will add a condition to show this on all the blog posts. Let's save this. And now if we refresh this page, this can act as our real estate listing page. Here we can use Elementor to edit this page and create real estate listing, which will look something like this. Here we have our slider banner. We have these icon boxes here, and then we can have a content below this. So we can use Elementor editor to design all these real estate listings. But in the next phase of this video, we will cover how to create dynamic sites, and then we will create a separate post type for these real estate listings. So with this, our complete real estate website is ready. So this is our home page. So with this, our real estate website is ready. If you like this video, then make sure you hit the like button, and to watch more videos like this, subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever we upload our next video. And if you need any expert help regarding your website, you can connect with us using the link given in the video description below. So that's it for this one, and I'll see you in the next video.